Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today I'm going to do an update on my 3-month kind of intense Obagi New Derm treatment that I do every year. Many of you started doing it at the same time I did, so I thought I would kind of let you know, give you my progress and talk about it and show pictures of all the peeling I did so that you know, we can kind of compare and see if we have sort of done the same things. Before I do that, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I haven't answered many comments on the video that Kristen and I did together, but we have just been, our family has just been so busy this past few weeks. We've got a lot going on. Hopefully it'll all settle down, but I may just have to start over with this video answering comments again, and I really do apologize for that, but we've been swamped and having to do a lot of babysitting. I've had to go to Knoxville and Chattanooga 3 times and just a lot going on. So I do apologize for that because I always like to make sure that I answer my comments. So today I'm going to talk about my Obagi sort of intense Obagi New Derm skincare that I've been doing for the past almost 3 months. Every year I take 3 months and I do sort of an intense Obagi treatment where I peel a whole lot and get back down to newer skin again, and then the rest of the 9 months I do a maintenance protocol where I just try to do the upkeep. I use bits and pieces of Obagi. Sometimes I use a little SkinCeuticals, but I try to maintain the results that I got during those 3 months, and you know, until it's time to do it again, because then it's usually about ready by the time the year's up. I do not represent Obagi, but Obagi has no idea who I am. I just really like the products. I've used them for years and years and years, and just always had really good luck and really liked the way that my skin looked while I was using them. And other people around me, members of my family and stuff that use Obagi, have always had really good luck too, the New Derm. So I really believe in it, but like I said, not representing the company or anything like that. Don't get paid for it, just like the products. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what my daily routine has been during these 3 months, and then I'm going to show you a series of pictures that are very ugly of me peeling at different times. I have the dates on there, and I show you up close in my mirror in the bathroom with my camera, my phone camera, just the peeling that I did. It isn't attractive and it's gross. So that is a warning about that, those pictures. The other day I did something that really made me uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, because I do like to have my makeup on when I go out, and I do like to have my makeup on when I do videos. But to see what my skin looked like raw and the flaws that it had, I decided to go outside first on my carport in the shade, and you could get a really good idea of what it looked like. And then I went out into the sunlight, and I did my face up to the sun. I had to close my eyes and then held the camera up so that in the bright sunlight you could see exactly what was going on with my skin. I figured that was the best way to see, so that you could just really get a raw idea of what my raw skin looked like. And so that's what I did. And I will kind of talk about that as I show it. There were some main things that happened with my skin. I had some sun damage around here that the Obagi, you know, addressed. And on my ears, I had said this before, that I had noticed that sometimes a lot of people took care of their skin and they would have beautiful skin, but their ears would have sun damage because it's exposed to the sun so much, and sometimes we forget to take care of that part. And I noticed that, you know, I had a little bit of sun damage on my ears, so that's gross. But so I addressed those, and I'm much happier with that now too. The reason that I don't do this all the time is it is recommended to do it for 3 months and then do your maintenance, and then every 3 months, once a year, do it again, because it's some really strong chemicals. And I guess it's just, you know, I just think it's better to for me to not use strong chemicals all the time, to take a break from it. So that's what I do. I take a break after I've gotten all my peeling done, and just try to maintain. So what I've been using these past 3 months is I usually don't use the Obagi cleanser, and I don't use a toner, but during this time I use the full thing of what they recommend I use, just to get the supposed maximum benefits from it. So I'll tell you my nighttime routine. Every night I use the foaming gel, and I foam it. I don't wipe it off. I just rinse it off very carefully. Work it into my skin gently, and rinse it off just with water. I don't use. Your skin is delicate now because it's peeling off layers and it's getting all this, the fresh skin underneath. So I don't want to peel too much. I want to be very, very careful. I don't want to make my skin more irritated than it already is. So I don't use any kind of washcloth or any kind of physical exfoliation during this time. I just use the cleanser and then rinse it off like 10 times to make sure I get it all off. And then I follow with the Obagi toner. I usually don't use a toner, but like I said, during this time I do. And so I gently wipe it off, to make sure I get all my makeup off. And so that's the next thing I do at night. So I do these 2 steps. Then I use the Obagi Clear. It's hydroquinone. That's my next step. And after that, then I use the Obagi blender and my Retin-A. The blender supposedly, mixes with your Retin-A, and it's supposed to kind of help boost it and make it work a little bit better. So that's what I do. So there's the blender, and I take all these products. I take about, like the creams, I take about a pea-size amount and put them in the palm of my hand, and then apply it to my face. I do a little bit less than pea-size on both of these, and I use the Obagi. Let's see if I can do. I use the Obagi Retin-A, and I mix that a little bit less than pea-size of the blender with a little bit less than pea-size of the Retin-A, and mix that in my hand, and then apply it all over my face. And all these products I apply on my face and on my neck and around my eyes and on my ears. Around my eyes, I go all the way around here out to the crow's feet, all the way down here, making sure not to get it into my eye. And on the upper part, I go down, not on my lid, but I use it but I use it on my brow bone. And I guess the theory is that while you sleep or while during the daytime, it sort of works its way down onto your lid. I've heard that you shouldn't use too harsh products on your actual lid because the skin is very thin there and it will absorb more than it probably should. So I don't use it on my lid. I don't know if that's true or not. I just choose not to do that. So that's my nighttime routine. The cleanser, the toner, the clear, and then the blender and the Retin-A mixed together, and then go to bed. So in the morning, I do some of the same steps again. I do the cleanser and I do the toner. Then I do the clear again. And then my final step during the daytime is the Exfoderm Forte. I believe it has 3 acids in it. I think one of them is glycolic acid and 2 other acids. But I do that. That's my final step during the daytime. And then put on a sunscreen and then, put my makeup on. And I do that on my neck too. So those are the steps that I do. What I'll do now is I will show the video that I filmed of me outside on the carport and then out in the bright sun, and I'll kind of do a commentary on that. And then after that, I'll show you the different peeling that I did, and it's to the pictures. The date is attached. So I started August the 20th, and I think I might go, I should be done on November 20th, but I think I'm gonna go maybe on into December, do it a little bit longer this time, because I feel like that there's still some areas that need some work, and I feel like that there's still some peeling that is going to take place. So I kind of want to wait a little bit longer. So I'm going to show my pictures now.
Oh my goodness, the things you notice about yourself. But anyway, this is me on the carport. I had some sun damage around my hairline that I feel like the Obagi addressed very well. I feel like it has helped my forehead line some, and the lines around my mouth. I feel like, they look a little softer anyway. I had scars from hormonal acne from my 20s that I feel like it's helped. And then my neck, I've always had these deep lines, these 3 lines on my neck that to me look like they've gotten better too. I feel like it's softer looking. So here I am going out into the bright sun with the sun directly on my face. You can see that I've got a lot of redness and broken capillaries. I don't think there's nothing that Obagi can do about that. But I do have that. But I do feel like overall it has helped it some. I think this is probably as good as my skin's going to get at my age and this this time in my life. And that's okay. I was saying you notice things about yourself. I noticed that my lip line is uneven. I am pointing again to my forehead. My lip line is uneven. I think my nostrils are even uneven. So I can't believe I'm doing it. But I did. So that's it.
So I hope that wasn't too disgusting, and but that's what it is. That's what happens, and I do want to be very forthright and show you exactly what Obagi does, the new derm, when you do the full program like that. So anyway, I hope that is helpful. I appreciate everyone watching so much. It really means a lot to me. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see everyone very, very soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.